Can a guitar teacher actually write a decent song? Or is there truth to that old saying, those who can't do teach? That's why in this video, I'm going to attempt to write the main musical idea that will be eventually developed into a full song. I've got my Japanese sencha ready, so let's get started with opening up the Logic Pro. I'm leaving the tempo as the default 120 BPM, and right off the bat I'm tuning my guitar into drop A. As it sometimes makes riff writing much more intuitive, especially on 7-string guitars where I can keep the rest of the strings in standard tuning, which gives me the best out of both worlds. I can riff heavy on the low end without sacrificing all of the familiar scales, shapes and patterns I use when teaching or soloing. Now let's choose the main chord progression. For me, one of my favorite ones is the simple 4/20 progression, 4/2/0, which in the context of drop A, it'll be A Lydian in the key of C sharp minor. And obviously we can just do simple power chords. But if we don't want the song to flop, then we need to come up with something a bit more different. Yeah, let's try straight away something along the lines of the string skipping. That could work. So something along the lines of let's write it down before we forget it. So I normally just open up a Guitar Pro before I start recording anything. So that helps me to kind of get my idea across. So we have drop A. Nice. That's the one. Perfect. Dee-dee-do-dee-do. Recheck my string. Good. So we go. Okay, so let's put this one as 2/4. And then back to 4/4. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do here. My favorite gallop. Nice. Put here the note F sharp, the 14th fret, just so it's a bit easier to play. B sharp. And palm muted. So that's the idea, that's the hope. Now if I'll be able to play it. Alright, let's try to record it. Alright, fairly good. That was a little squeak, I think on the right channel. Yeah. Yeah, for demo purposes this is perfect. Now I will just copy the same thing again. Oh, actually it doesn't work, so I need to re-record it here. Can all be tighter, but I think just in order not to spend the whole day trying to get it perfect, let's just keep moving. Okay, let's try writing this down, repeating this. 4 4. Which basically kind of repeats this pattern here. Oh, actually, no, let's do it this way. Nice. Ooh. And then here. Something along those lines, but maybe a bit higher. Just some big delay on it, and reverb. Not bad. Let's put a note there. That would be actually really nice. Alright, challenge accepted. So, how to play it? Alright. And big bam. Let's see if we can record it. So I'm actually just record it here. Nice. Alright, let's see what we've got here. All these uneven notes, I'm just gonna get rid of by duplicating. So for example here. I can even do it twice here. Same thing here. And same thing here. Alright, so basically whenever you want to be a bit more fast and efficient, this is how you can achieve that instead of just re-recording everything. Pretty standard stuff, everyone does it. So here is the guitar and here is there. What if we would do what about if we do something along the lines of perfect. So that I think breaks up the pattern and creates a bit of a dynamic in this riff. And you can always combine it with the riser and an impact, so which we'll do maybe later. Alright, so I just got an idea because we have this section there twice. Maybe let's use some 16 triplets later on. Nice. So that was actually very challenging because in that speed trying to roll that pinky, yeah, I can't really think of anything quite as bad as that. So here, this new section, and that will be actually the 3/4 then. Perfect. Okay, let's try it if it's gonna work. Isn't this just brilliant? That looks okay. Good. Time for a solo. Okay, so here is what I'm thinking. Bard, insert track, solo. Here we will put our beloved gallop with a palm mute. Those are kind of like licks that I know before and I've used before. You know, like different key. So that here would sound something like. Oh. No. I've realized we've got the doubler on. And what's next? Okay, so let's keep it those 16 notes. Maybe something like that, even though I've done it a million times before, but it'll do for now, for training purposes. I think that is doable. Yeah, in here what I'll do is increase the volume there because the gain is not that loud. I can't be bothered going in and out with the interface because for my lead stuff the pickups are weaker than for the rhythm part. Yeah, I'm happy with that. What we're gonna do is take it to another project, the mixing one and mastering one. And then bring it all together into one complex song that's gonna sound like this. Let's do it. So we won't need the guitar anymore, which is good because now I can just relax and sip my tea, which is not gonna be cold because I've got the candlelight there. How incredible and genius invention that is. All right, no need for the rubber band as not playing the guitar now. So let's just put it on the side and have fun. Let's just blend it all together. So let's open up new project. So here I have my mixing project for which one we'll be using the newest Modern Massive by Get Good Drums. I've got everything already mixed and mastered because that's kind of all the presets and templates I've got ready there. If you don't have it, then make sure you do so because it will save you so much time not needing to tweak everything again and again and again. So let's paste everything that we recorded in the previous project. I'm just gonna cut it so it's perfectly, is it perfectly? So we can just sync it to the beats. All right. This will be the lead. Here. Nice. We're gonna get... Let's straight away add the bass, which is super easy because as we've written everything in a Guitar Pro, I'll show you what we're gonna do. So export MIDI demo, that's fine. And I'm gonna demo, place it here, just inline it with the track. So it starts here. So we don't need the bass to do that crazy sound. We gonna use it from here. The fun part is that all these strings for the palm muted, that's a simple separation. Basically, you'll never palm mute any of these. So if you want to do it 28-it, this is how you do it, F-1. And some of it is a down picking, and some of it is a alternate picking. So palm mute down, G-1, G-1. Let's see how it sounds with the bass. Let's just repeat the same thing here. Let's now put the snare together. Most of the time what you can do is grab the grooves, go to Metal, find 120. I'm just gonna speed it up and show you how it's gonna sound all together. But most of the time I would just leave the kick the way it is and just copy the cymbals and copy it onto the what we were. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Then we're gonna copy that again. Same thing here. Perfect. Now let's figure out this last part. Do something. Okay, let's see if that's gonna work for the cymbals. Let's work on the kick a bit. So first thing what I do with the kick is I'm gonna automate it. Sorry, humanize it. And I want always the first, second, third, fourth beat to be the strongest kick. Here. This one doesn't need to be strong. And that's most of the trick done. Now it's just bells and whistles, such as creating the impact. So I'm gonna just put a reverse crash. And now impact. To make sure it aligns a bit better. Like that. Same thing here. And now adding some synth. So what do we have here? Yeah, that's the melody. Perfect, and that goes to the solo. But let's bring something here. So I want this melody. Now how to do? So. Okay. That's it. And that's the entire song, ladies and gentlemen. So let's give it a proper listen from the beginning till the end. And there you have it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video where the goal was to see whether a guitar teacher can actually write a legit song. So please let me know in the comments below what you think about this. And if there's anything else you want to see in the future, then just let me know as well. And basically keep the guitar alive and have a good day.